my Blu-ray collection, part 29. Hi everybody, and welcome to part 29 of a look at my Blu-ray collection. So it's films, TV, music, comedy, documentary. We've had a bit of sport, I don't think there's any more. All involved in this. Just no box sets because I've already shown those. Box sets, multi-film box sets, multi-series of TV show box sets. Let's carry straight on with an itchy eyebrow. This is The Red Baron. I bought this because Lena Headey's in it. It's a strange film. I'm not quite sure where. I think it's German made. I think. I'm not entirely sure. But it's the story of a Red Baron, the First World War pilot. Lena Headey plays a nurse who they fall in love, basically. It's a good film. It's not a great film, but it's a good film. This is The Prisoner, the complete series. The Patrick McGowan TV show from the 60s. Yeah, 67, 68. I'd never seen it before I bought this. This was a decent price in one of the network sales, so I thought I'd pick it up. It's a very strange show. I quite enjoyed it. Some episodes more than others. But yeah, overall I would say I enjoyed it. But it didn't wow me. Creaky chair. Princess Bride, excellent film. Directed by Rob Reiner. I'm sure a lot of you have seen this anyway. It's a sort of a fairy tale type film. But it's very funny, excellent characterisation, excellent acting, great story. Really good film. This is the Arrow release of Porkies. So I've previously shown the DVD box set I had that had Porkies and Porkies 2, but not Revenge in it. I think the first Porkies is an excellent film, one of the greatest teen sex comedies ever. So I picked it up when Network released it. Really good release. Typical Arrow. It's got the original artwork as well available, but that's their version. And nice booklet all about it as well, and loads of extras on there, including a sort of a history of teen sex comedies. I think that's on here, or is that on a different Blu-ray I've got? It might be on a different one actually. But yeah, I mean, I'm sure you're all familiar with Porkies. It's basically a group of high school students wanting to lose their virginity and it all going wrong, and you know, it's typical teen sex comedy, but it's one of the best. Because it's more or less in a normal Amaray case. I know it's a bit thicker. For the time being, this is in with my Blu-rays. When I run out of room, I'll go up with the box sets. But this is the 4-movie Pirates of the Caribbean collection. So, Curse of the Black Pearl, Dead Man's Chest, At World's End, and On Stranger Tides. I do have the next one, Scarlotti's Revenge, or I mean, it had two different titles for a start, so I can't remember what it's finally ended up being called. First film is one of the greatest films ever made. Second and third are good, but you can tell they were making it up as they went along. Fourth film I actually quite enjoyed. It was a pleasant surprise. And then the fifth one I enjoyed more than I thought I would. But the first one, for certain, is amazing. This is Piranha 3D. So this was a loose remake of the late 70s, early 80s horror film. So basically, Lake Victoria is a spring break town. Every spring break, loads of students hit the beach. But there's loads of piranhas in the lake eating people, basically. It's very silly, very fun. It's got Kelly Brook in it. What more can you ask for? This is Phenomena. Dario Argento film starring Jennifer Connelly. Typical Argento film, but really good. So Jennifer goes to a boarding school, but she doesn't fit in. She's alienated, and then she finds that she can control insects. And then there's somebody killing the students of this school, and so she tries to stop the killer using her power over insects. And yeah, very bit strange, bit slashy, bit shocky, typical Dario Argento, but very good. Red Dwarf X, or Red Dwarf 10. So this was one of the Dave series. Very good. I've enjoyed the Dave series, but not as much as the BBC series. I think series 1 to 6 are practically perfect. 5 there's a couple of episodes I'm not too keen on. 7 tried to be a bit different. It didn't quite work, but it had one of my favourite. Ticket to Ride is one of my favourite episodes. 8 was very good, but it was lacking a certain something for me. And that was the BBC years. And then we're out onto Dave, and it's been enjoyable, but until A Promised Land, which I thought was sublime, it's not quite been as good as the BBC years, but still very enjoyable. This is Red State. So this is Kevin Smith's first Jersey Girl wasn't a Skuniverse, but it was in a similar sort of vein. But this is a complete departure for Kevin Smith. It's sort of a film with two halves. So 3 horny teenagers get invited for sex by this older woman. So they go to Cooper's Dell, but it turns out that it's actually full of Christian extremists who try and cure them, if you like, convert them, and they get held captive, and then it turns into a hostage film. It's just really good. Excellent film. Brilliant performances by Michael Parks and John Goodman. This is Repo the Genetic Opera. Another strange film. I sort of got this because it's often compared to Rocky Horror, but it's only really like it in so much as it's a musical and it's a bit non-mainstream. In a not-so-distant future, an epidemic devastates the planet. Out of a tragedy, a saviour emerges. GeneCo, a biotech company that offers organ transplants for a price. Those who miss their payments are scheduled for repossession and hunted by villainous repo men. Anthony Stewart Head. In a world where murder is sanctioned by law and people are addicted to surgery, a sheltered young girl, Alexa Vega, searches for the cure to her own rare disease as she is sucked into the haunting world of GeneCo. She learns the truth about her family's mysterious history and witnesses the widely anticipated spectacular event, the Genetic Opera. Also starring Paul Sorvino, Paris Hilton, Sarah Brightman, and it's directed by Darren Lynn Bousman, who did Saw 2, 3 and 4. So it's got that sort of body horror type feel to it. But yeah, it's a musical as well. It's really good. I really enjoyed it, but it's a very hard film to describe. Resident Evil Afterlife. I can't remember if I'm complete on Resident Evil. I've got a funny feeling that I need the last... No, I don't. No. I think I've got all the Resident Evils anyway. But it's mixed over DVD and Blu-ray, and I do intend at some point picking up a box set with them all in. But I really enjoy Resident Evils. Again, some of them are better than others, but I really like Mia Jovovich. Retribution. So I can't remember which way round these are chronologically. 2010, 2012. So Afterlife and then Retribution. What I just said. Ricky Gervais Live. Science. Was his 4th stand-up tour. Very funny. Saw him on his 3rd one, Politics. Yeah, but yeah, really like Ricky. Very enjoyable. Can I call it a day here and do another part? I'll call it a day here and do another part. So thank you for watching. Keep an eye on my playlist for the next part and for past parts. Like, comment and subscribe, and I'll see you in another video. Thanks. Bye.